November 11th, 2025. Uh, been settling in here now for about a half hour. It is just now getting ready to turn 7 o'clock. This is a spot that I've had marked on the map for a while now. It's my second day being in here. I sat here yesterday. Had about 7 deer, 8 if you count the one walking in. But during my all day sit yesterday, I saw 7 deer, 6 doe, 1 buck, one just being a spike. Actually came out of nowhere chasing a doe. So with that hot doe trail, I was hoping I'd see maybe another buck, more mature buck, on that doe trail, but I didn't. We'll give it a shot today. We did get a little bit of snow last night. No, that's not a deer, I don't think. No. About, I'd say, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow up here on the mountain. So nice fresh snowfall here. This second week in November, I've always loved it. That's when I've had my most action in the woods, it seems. Usually that's when the cold fronts hit. In my experience, my time I've been hunting, we've had some early cold fronts, but it seems like that second week in November, we always get that cold front that comes through and gets a deer up on their feet. Especially gets the rut on a little bit harder, I think. I'll explain the spot here. Found this spot Saturday. Well, like I said, I had it marked on the map for a while now, and finally got in here Saturday. Was a little bit late to be scouting. I don't like to do that usually, but I always end up doing it somehow, some way. But anyways, I got about 33 yards over there. Got a big community scrape with a cell cam on it right there. I've been getting a couple bucks on it. Nothing too crazy. One's definitely a mature buck, a little scrappy, but I'd definitely shoot him, get him out of gene pool. The other one's definitely only a 2.5-year-old. Nice, good genetic sale. I'd like to let him walk, but with it being my last weekend or last couple days of hunt, be a archery season here. Heading up to New York this weekend coming, so I'm gonna try to get it done so I don't have to break out the rifle here for PA. But we'll see what we can happen. See what can happen here today. Go from there. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. Alright, it's 9 o'clock. It's been snowing hard for a while now. Let's see if I can switch the camera here. I don't know. It's been snowing hard past couple hours. During the rut, I like this time frame between 9 and noon. Hear a lot of good things about it, about deer getting up on their feet. With this snow, I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out whether they might be bedded because the winds are a little high, and it is coming down, but we'll see here. It is a rut, so anything could happen. I did do a little bit of grunting and rattling. Some good luck on some rattling rattling lately. Matter of fact, my dad rattled in a spike there Sunday morning here. So, like I said, I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. It is a cold one. Real feel is 9 degrees. So I'm thinking the deer are going to be up on their feet, at least those feeding. So hopefully a hot one comes through and brings a mature buck with it. Keep you updated. Alright, it's time to check back in to whomever may be watching this, which will probably be no one but myself, because I'll be too embarrassed to put it out on anything or show anyone, because I'm not no influencer, and I will think when I watch this back how much of a fool I sound and all that. So yeah, moving forward, the snow has stopped for the rest of the day now. I think the winds may pick back up. Take a little bit of break from the snow, about 9:30 to 11. In that time frame, right after, actually a little bit before that, right after I took the last video, I did see a deer. I couldn't tell whether it was a buck or a doe. It was by itself, and it was kind of moving along. Wasn't spooked, but moving along up in this opening up here, and went around and up. So I'm not sure. I mean, it could have run a buck. I couldn't put any antlers to it. But I'm just gonna call it a doe to be safe. Also, here just about a half hour ago, I did see a buck. It's kind of lingering in these pines over here back behind this community scrape. It didn't come out. It was acting like it wanted to, but it didn't. I didn't get a super great look at it, but it was a spike. It was nothing crazy. And he's lingering around in there with these winds. I don't know if you may have caught my wind, because the wind is swirling a bit. I mean, we're always going to have that up on the mountain. Winds seem to be always swirling, especially down this bottom, but hopefully my thermals are good, and scents is going right to the creek and going downstream. But 2 deer since 9 o'clock. With the snow hopefully stopping here at noon. Well, here in the next couple minutes. Should be noon now. Hopefully the deer get up on their feet a little bit more. Hopefully I get a little bit more action. These all-day sits during the rut can be both mentally and physically exhausting, especially if you're not seeing much and dealing with the temps here. It's cold, but Sitka, if you see this, I'm not looking for any sponsorship, but if you see this, get a hold of me. I'll proudly wear it. But I'll check back in probably another 3 hours, probably around 3 o'clock. This might be a little lull period. That's noon to 3, but anything can happen during the rut. Yesterday I had that spike chasing that doe. I believe it was the same spike right at 2 o'clock. So hopefully we can get some action here when the snow stops, and check back in then, I guess. Alright, back with the check-in. It is 3 o'clock now. I didn't see anything from noon to 3. Was a lull period, like I did say. It might have been, or it might be, and it ended up being a lull period. Quick look here. I did have a little bit of hopes because of seeing that spike chase that doe there at 2 o'clock yesterday, like I said, but nothing happened. Snow has slowed down quite a bit. There was a few blips of hard snow there, and some flurries here in and out, but for the most part it's slowed down, and hopefully that gets deer up on their feet, especially in my area. We are getting some pictures on our cell cams, different areas of a buck chasing a doe, and the one camera's just coated with snow, so can't really see what it's taking pictures of, which sucks. And that's a spot that I've been hunting pretty much all of archery season, and it's been 2 weeks dry, nothing. So yeah, I was hunting a big witch hazel scrape, actually several scrapes underneath this witch hazel, about 4 of them. It was getting hard there, getting hit hard mid to late October, and as soon as November rolled around, it just died. I'm not really sure the reason. Bucks kind of moved to different locations where there may be some more doe. I'm not really sure, but oh, right there's a deer. It's running. I wish I could switch the camera. All right, well, deer up on their feet. So hopefully it's all a doe. It comes down here, brings a buck, mature buck with it. Keep you guys posted. Only 2 more hours left of my PA archery season for 2025, so let's hope I can make it happen. I just shot one. It's good buck, good mainframe 8-point. He was right. I can't flip the camera. He was right there. My arrow kicked off a branch. It stuck him right in the neck. Not good shot. I see the hair sticking out of his neck. I'm gonna get down here, give it a minute. I gotta get hold of my dad and go from there. He came out of nowhere. He came down the hill and across the creek. Okay, and now he's over here. So, we'll stay tuned. All right. So I was facing this way. That buck came down across the creek, came right here, and I shot right there and nicked that pine tree. The top of that pine tree, my arrow kicked right. Hit him in the neck, but I can smell him. Oh my God, I'm shaking so bad. I gotta get down and go look for blood and weight, so I don't want to push him. All right, decided to back out. We're gonna get back in here in about an hour or so, I'd say. I could smell him really good down there, so I'm assuming he's nearby. Hit him square in the neck. Arrow kicked right off a tree branch, pine tree. And it's about 30 yards to the creek. Followed his tracks just to the coupler run, and no blood. So you can give it a minute, maybe go back in, or if we decide at the trucks to wait till tomorrow, we'll do that. All right, well, I better finish this off, this vlog that I'm doing. First time ever vlogging. but I better finish it off. Unfortunately, with not so good news, but might do some more of these. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but I guess I better start off where I left off. I left off at walking out of the woods, trying to decide whether we're going to go back in for this buck or wait till the morning. Well, we decided it was about a little 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. We decided to go back in due to the fact that there is a prediction of more snow in the morning. So didn't want tracks covered up, anything like that to disrupt the tracking process of this deer. I better give you the rundown too of how it all went down. I was shook up, of course, when it all took place. So I don't know if my explanation was understandable, but I'll give a quick little rundown here. So basically, in this spot that I found, I was facing more prominently towards the community scrape on this heavy deer trail. There's some pines in there. Like I said, that spike I've seen a couple times lingering in there. Real quiet in the woods today. Couldn't hear, a deer coming. So I was spending most of my attention over that way. Obviously looking around, but most of my attention was spent facing that way. When this buck was coming in, I was facing that way. I so happened to turn around, and here he comes down into the creek bed. He crossed the creek steep, got to a spot to where, funny enough, I was ranging out earlier, just messing around, passing time, because I wasn't seeing anything. I ranged this spot out, and it was 25 yards where I ranged this out. So, and he was heading right that way. So I already knew I didn't have to range him out, but he was heading that way. So I was able to get pulled back on him and get him to stop. He was on a mission. He was definitely rutting hard. I don't know if there's a hot doe trail there or not, but he was definitely seeking. Good mature buck, mainframe 8-point, like I said. His G2s were nice and long. I'd say 6 to 8 inch long G2s. His G3s weren't quite as long, but definitely a respectable mature mountain buck. He would have been my biggest, possibly, if not real close. 110, 113 inches is my biggest, not buck in PA 9-point. But anyways, get back to the shot itself. I was able to get pulled back, get him stopped, and there were some pine branches, pine trees there in this creek bottom, of course. And I knew that was going to be a factor, but I thought I had an opening, and he got to that spot where I thought there was the opening, and squeezed one off. As I shot, I watched my arrow clip the branch right there and kick right. He was broadside. It kicked right and hit him right, from what I could tell, dead center of the neck, up and down, left and right. Looked like dead center. A lot of my arrow was kind of sticking out too, so I was kind of worried that when I clipped that branch, my mechanical broadhead opened, messed up, so I didn't get penetration. I think I ended up getting some decent penetration because during the tracking process, which I'll get to, there was blood on both sides. But anyways, so shot, was beside myself, did not know what happened. I was in total disbelief of what happened. So I got down there, got to the spot where I shot him at, didn't see any blood, tracked 30 yards to the actual creek, coupler run, and didn't see any blood. But when he ran, from what I could tell, I could see my luminol glowing. He crossed the creek. I saw him cross the creek. And there was this big pine tree that he got behind, and I was waiting to see him come out on the other side, uh, or come back to the side that he came from, and I didn't see it. So there was two options, of course, that went through my head. First being, hopefully he crashed right there instead, and the second one was he had to have run straight back up that hillside, and when we got down to there to start tracking him, right behind that pine tree is where we found first blood, and that's where we found out that he did take up onto the other ridge. Actually, funny enough, to where this climber that I'm in was on this ridge, on the northern side of this ridge. But he did go up through there, and the blood was not crazy even then. Kind of specks, little spots here, little bigger spots here and there. When I was on my hands and knees crawling through there, about 100 yards into the tracking process from the first blood spot, I found my arrow. My arrow was full blood, looked real good. I'm like, okay, well, this is a good sign. As we continued to track, blood spots started getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Just little specks here and there. And then got to the point to where we found him, well, didn't find him, found where he bedded. There was a lot of blood in the bed, of course, from him bedding there. Felt the bed, it wasn't warm, so it was real early when he did bed. It was probably after that arrow, 400 or 500 yards to where he bedded, and then he got up, of course, and bedded again, which was probably another 200-300 yards to where he bedded the second time, and there was, if any, very little, if any, blood in that. It's kind of tough to tell. And right where he bedded there, a bunch of tracks met up, multiple deer. So kind of got a little confused there, and ended up picking out the freshest tracks from what we could tell and followed those, and followed each of the tracks to look for blood, and did not find any blood. So we tracked for a little bit farther down towards the creek, looked along the creek, did not see anything. So unfortunately, this one is a tough one. It really stings. I mean, I'd rather totally miss than wound a deer. I mean, it's beside myself on this. Sucks, really sucks. This buck is a nice buck. I don't have him on any of my cameras this year. I'll be anxious to see if I do get him on camera. I do have another buck called Scar, so I guess this is Scar V2, which sucks, but another one that's going to be another one that I'm after, trying to get my redemption to finally put him to peace. But this season's been tough. These past 2 days have been tough dealing with the weather. First cold front that moved through. Like I said, the second week of November seems to be always my favorite, when the second week comes through of November. Usually a cold front's always coming through, and that's when I see a lot of mature bucks get up on their feet. So something about the second week I really enjoy. But this is my last weekend here in PA, hunting archery this year for 2025, which sucks, but me and a couple buddies, we're going up to New York for the opening day of rifle for deer and bear. Looking very, very, very forward to that. Getting the first time to do some this will be my first time doing some out-of-state hunting. So I'm really pumped up for that. Hopefully I can redeem myself up there. That'd be awesome. Bring back a good mature New York mountain buck. That would be one to be proud of. With the New York there, the antler restriction, no antler restriction. That'd be one to be really proud of. But yeah, again, with the 2025 PA archery season, I learned a lot this year. The very little hunting I did, unfortunately, had a lot going on. Wasn't able to scout as much as I would like to. Trail cams got out late. I mean, I found this spot that I was in just last Saturday. I mean, during the rut pretty much, and that's not something I like to do. But gotta gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And fortunately, I was able to uh, see a nice buck, able to get a shot off. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. So when I come back from New York, hopefully we'll get to bear season. He can keep spreading his genes with the little bit of rut that's left these next few weeks. And in rifle season, I'm going to try to get back in there, and hopefully I can come across him again and get a second chance at him with a rifle. That'd be nice. Definitely would be thrilled to get him with a rifle. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for this vlog. Might keep doing a couple more of these. We'll see. This is not something I usually do, but with the limited service I had down there, I didn't get the chance to spend any of my spare time in the woods on Facebook Marketplace or texting back my buddies or you name it. But so I started to do a little vlog, and I kind of got into it today. I'm gonna make a video and try to make a video, see how it turns out. But yeah, might keep doing these, but we'll see. Yep, we're gonna keep plugging away. Keep looking at our mistakes, keep looking at everything that we can do better in the woods, and learn every day at it. But that's all I got. Happy hunting.